Hello students, this is Dinjanso here. So today I am here with a new poem. So the name of the poem is Wind, and it is written by SUBRAMANIA Bharati. Hello students, today we'll start a new poem. The name of the poem is Wind, and it is written by SUBRAMANIA Bharati. Now first I want to discuss the central idea of the poem. Now as such, this poem is derived from the poet's own observation and devotion. Now, basically, he sees the effect of the wind in general, and in this poem, he suggests everyone to be mentally and physically strong in order to face the obstacles and difficulties in the life. Now, in the poem, the wind here is a symbol of the difficulties or the obstacles human beings have to face in the life. Now, in the first stanza, the poet says, "Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the window. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the book on the shelf." Now, in the first stanza, the poet is requesting to the wind, asking it not to blow so strongly, otherwise it will break down the shutters of his windows. Again, he requests a wind, and he asks the wind for the protection. He also asks the wind not to scatter the papers in his room or to throw down the books from his bookshelves with his force. Now in stanza 2, the poet says, "There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again." Now in this stanza, poet, he accuses the wind of blowing too strongly and creating the maze in his room with the books thrown down from the shelves. Now not only that, he also sees outside and tells the wind that it has brought rain with it again. Now third stanza. In third stanza, the poet says, "You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings, frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling hoods, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind God winnows and crosses them all." Now in this stanza, the poet speaks in a very sad tone to the winds and saying that it makes mischief whenever it encounters anyone. Now, again he says that wind tears down the doors, rafters, and even entire wooden house altogether, leaving people without shelter. That means wind will destroy everything and leave the people without a shelter. Now, the poet says that wind can tear down weak bodies and fragile hearts. That is, difficulties in a life can lead to the loss of hope as well as loss of life. Thus, it is all up to the wind God, says the poet. That means in the stanza, poet compares the wind with a god. He says wind is a god, it can destroy everything. Now in the stanza 4, the poet says, "He won't do what you tell him. So come and let's build the strong homes. Let's join the door firmly. Practice to form the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, the wind will be the friends with us." Now in this stanza, now poet is speaking to the reader. Now he is giving advice to the reader. Now he says, "Wind does not listen to anyone or anybody, and its actions are governed by it alone. So in order to escape from its harmful effects, now we should build our own homes on a strong foundation and ensure that the doors cannot be easily penetrated or get access to by the wind." Now he also says that we must train our bodies and our hearts to combat and to resist the ill effect of the wind. Now again says that if we are able to do this, there will be no longer consider that wind and enemies. Instead, wind will be our friend. Now stanza 5. In stanza 5, the poet says, "The wind blows out the weak fires. He makes the strong fire roars and flourish. His friendship is good, and we praise him every day." Now, in this stanza, the poet describes how the wind has both good and bad effects. The bad effect is that it can blow so strongly that it will destroy everything. Now, the poet says that if we are strong, then wind is our good friend. It will increase our strength. Now, indirectly, the poet wants to say that all the troubles that we face in our life will strengthen us further if our character are strong. However, we will be seriously affected by the troubles if our characters are weak. He says that we should sing our devotion to the wind, God, on a daily basis, the meaning that we should happily face any troubles in our life.